I like to think about 3-day intensives as being intensive care or ICU for the couple. For 3 days, couples put their lives on hold and give all of their focused attention to the process of laying a foundation upon which trust can be rebuilt in the relationship. For this reason, even if a couple lives in the city where the intensive is taking place, we require that they move into a hotel for the duration of the intensive and treat their home like it's in another state or even another country. During the 3 days, we will cover about 6 months worth of therapy, but because of the intensive format, couples typically even make more progress than that than they would in ordinary individual or couple sessions. There are 4 goals for each one of the 3-day couples intensives. Number 1 is to show sex addicts how to get free from all of their acting out behavior and teach them tools for getting sober and staying sober for the rest of their lives. Number 2 is to treat the trauma of the spouse. Typically, partners are badly wounded, badly traumatized by the actions of the sex addict. From a partner's perspective, it really doesn't matter if your partner's acting out is greater or less than the behaviors of other sex addicts. Truth is, you're badly traumatized by the addict's behavior, whatever it is. Number 3, the goal is to show sex addicts how to be a part of the healing process with their partner. Now, this is easy to teach, but it's hard to learn. And we try to use the 3-day intensive as a laboratory to learn new skills that are necessary to help facilitate the partner's healing. And then finally, we want to lay a foundation upon which trust can be rebuilt. Now, this is a very ambitious undertaking for 3 days of work, but we can do it with hard work. I offer 3-day intensives in Houston, and for high-profile couples like professional athletes, celebrities, or very senior executives that are in the public eye, I offer 3-day intensives in a resort setting in the Canadian Rockies. Now, in addition, there are several highly trained, certified Hope and Freedom practitioners, or CHFPs, that are in various locations who offer Hope and Freedom 3-day intensives in their practices. And they are identical to the intensives that I offer in Houston and the Canadian Rockies. You can find a list of CHFPs at their address on the screen, and also there you'll find a link to each of their practices. Couples who've been through 3-day intensives often describe the experience as being among the 3 toughest days of their lives. But many of them also say they are the 3 best days of their life. I don't know if a 3-day intensive is right for you and your spouse or not. They're not for all couples. Some couples would do better with a more traditional approach, with each partner doing individual therapy and then coming together and doing some couples work later. And there are other couples that need significantly longer treatment than what we offer at Hope and Freedom. But if you're interested in finding out if a 3-day intensive is right for you, I invite you to fill out an application for an intensive right now. Both you and your partner would need to fill out an application. You can find the application at our website, www.hopeandfreedom.com, as well as the website of each one of the individual CHFPs. After we receive both applications, we will set up a screening interview with you by telephone. And we're willing to spend up to an hour with you and your spouse at no charge. And during that call, we're going to review all that happens during a 3-day intensive. We'll answer all of your questions at that point. And if you're still interested in doing an intensive after that, then we will go through the screening part of the interview. And before the call's over, we'll tell you whether or not your applications have been accepted. And if your application is accepted, then you will have the option of signing up for an intensive either then or at some point in the future. And if we don't believe that a 3-day intensive is the next best step for you and your partner, we're going to tell you that as well and help direct you to a treatment program that might be better suited for your needs. Because our number one concern is to see the two of you get the help that's right for you, even if it were to be with a different provider. I'm Dr. Milton Magnus, wishing you hope and freedom.